people who are sleeping in the last row, good morning. Okay, so it's really a tough task for me because if 9 people have spoken before me and I am the 10th person to speak, I don't know what extra value addition I'm going to do in the way I'm going to speak or the content that I'm going to deliver. Okay, so how many of you want this program to be done in English or in Tamil? This is the first thing I wanted to change. Okay, since it is more than what language I speak and what is content I'm going to deliver. The more important point is that the content should reach you. Okay, that's the point. Okay, so I'll have a mix of English and Tamil. Okay, so good. Because I always see, people who wants to clap. Okay, they look at somebody else. Placement head, your HOD is clapping or your principal is clapping. So from principal to staff and staff to students, that's how it happens. Okay. So next half an hour, 45 minutes, it's your day. You can clap, whistle, whatever you want, but until unless your college protocol allows it. Okay. So that's fine. Good. Okay. And when I come over here, when I was invited as a chief guest, the question first came into my mind is why me? But there are a few things. Even in fact, morning I was discussing with Rajendran and your HOD. Nowadays, it has come a time where we are not hiring people for technical capabilities. So don't be happy. Okay, so point is that we are hiring people for the attitude, not for anything else. Period. We are hiring people for attitude, for nothing else. Because if you have the fundamentals right, fundamentals of civil engineering, let it be anything. If you are expert in GIS or if you are expert in materials, anything, any specialization in your civil engineering, whatever you have learned, okay, if you know the fundamentals, all that I think is whether I can pick you and train you in my company. Are you capable of being trained? That's the only thing what we see. Why have you chosen this civil engineering? Yes, sir, why do you want to ask that? Okay, it could be because of n number of reasons. Okay, parents' compulsion, I think 50% comes into that category. Big nod. How many of you joined because of your parents? Appa, amma, padutitaanga sir. Very few. Good. Okay. Sir, we have choice inga seat kadichadu. Yen cut off inga da kadichadu. Anybody else? Just raise your hands. Oh, ella merit la na. Good. Just to get degree for a marriage. This kandipa irukum, but people don't raise their hands. Veetla appa panam nariya sethu vechirupparu. So நம்ம ஊர்ல பொண்ணு தர மாட்டாங்க. நம்ம ஊர் especially this belt from Dharmapuri to Coimbatore, மினிமம் கோட்டாவே வந்து நீங்க கல்யாணத்துக்கு அப்ளை பண்ணனும், உங்க மேட்ரிமோனியல் அப்ளை பண்ணனும்னாவே மினிமம் எலிஜிபிலிட்டி இஸ் an engineering. Okay, இல்ல அது இப்போ it has lost its value, that's fine. But that is one reason. Societal status. அப்பா வந்து ஊர்ல பெரிய ஆளா இருப்பாரு, 20 லாரி வச்சிருப்பாரு, அவரோட ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஏதாவது படிச்சிருப்பாரு சிவில் இன்ஜினியரிங், அவங்க பையன் படிச்சிருப்பாரு, பாருடா சக்திவேல் எல்லாம் படிச்சிருக்கான், அவன் படிக்கும்போது உனக்கு என்னடா எரும மாடே போய் சிவில் இன்ஜினியரிங் படி. That could be one reason. Okay, great job opportunities. I think many would have aspired or are still aspiring to work with good companies. So job opportunity is one. Good at maths. Okay. How many of you have arrears in the M2 and M3? That's a degree paper, right? So you know what's my mark? Just no, I too had that math. I'm sick of maths. Probably that's the reason why I'm a HR. I'll tell you a little story why how maths can change the life of a person. Because 10th, 11th, somebody is good at maths. People default decide that no, they are good for engineering. Okay. And if somebody is really good at maths, physics, chemistry, biology, then they will label you as medic. You are fit for medicine, irrespective of the case, what you are interested in. Okay. But for me, it's a different case. I'm very good at biology, not good at maths, not good at physics, chemistry. So they don't have any choice. Okay, there is no option for me. Either I have to pursue BSc biology or zoology or something like that. I like biology, but maths and I too score pretty well, but I don't like maths for some reasons. Because I used to ask certain questions for which nobody is able to answer. I asked Pythagoras theorem, where am I going to apply this Pythagoras theorem? At the time nobody was there to answer me. Now I could understand like the applicability of Pythagoras theorem or any theorem for that matter, Ohm's law, whatever it is. So I used to ask. Then interesting thing which has happened in my 12th standard. Okay, 12th standard fresh when you start the class. Now on the sharp, I used to be always punctual. Okay, so 9 o'clock I used to come by 9:45. Last row there was a seat which was vacant. Last left out, so that's the reason I always like last bench. That has changed my career. One seat made gaali, so I went and sat. ஏன் பக்கத்துல உட்கார்ந்தவன் பிஞ்சிலியே பழுத்தது போல இருக்கு. அவன் பழைய ஸ்கூல்ல has done lot of stuff. And the principal has given an indication to the maths teacher like he's a little mischievous guy. So just take care of that guy. I became friend with him without knowing that he's of that character. Generally காலேஜ்ல ஒரு லேபிளிங் நடக்கும். பொறுக்கி கூட உட்கார்ந்திருக்கலாம் பொறுக்கி. Correct? அந்த மாதிரி she has labeled me. And first general class போனா நம்ம நினைப்போம் ஒரு வாரம் கிளாஸ் எடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. Second weekல இருந்தா கிளாஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும் அப்ப கவனிச்சுக்கலாம். Then first week went on and every day morning she used to come and ask me questions. Every day I'm an outstanding student, she used to stand outside the class because I don't know the answer. And the problem is maths they used to relate. One week வியாழக்கிழமை ஒன்னு சொன்னேன் இல்லையா அதோட கனெக்ட் இதுமாங்க நம்ம வியாழக்கிழமை தூங்கிருப்போம். So I don't know அது கனெக்ட் என்னன்னு இருக்கு. So that was the problem, and finally she said, no, I'm literally irritated with having a guy like you. So I'll do one thing. I have tried my best to teach you, but still, the maximum on the market halfway 20 20 max, but rest I used to score decent. I'm not a 90% scorer. I used to be 70, 75 odds. Max, M2, M1, M2, M2 I used to get 60, but M1 because I didn't like the teacher, and teacher doubly hates me. So அதனால ஒரு சிங்கே இருக்காது எங்க ரெண்டு பேருக்கு. So she decided okay fine அந்த ஏஜ்ல கொஞ்சம் சென்சிட்டிவா இருப்பாங்க இல்லையா boys and kids girls used to be sensitive. So I used to sit in the last row அந்த கார்ல உட்கார்ந்திருப்பேன். She felt என் கிளாஸ்ல ஒரு பொண்ணு வந்து she used to get 100 just like front rows படிப்ஸ் 100%. I think right from the time we have started 12th standard I think we would have written 8 to 10 exams default எல்லாமே சென்டம். இவங்க என்ன சார் நான் சொல்லி கொடுக்கறது தான் புரியல. தென் நீ வந்து இவன் பக்கம் இந்த பொண்ணு பக்கத்துல உட்காரு. She felt like it is a punishment. I was very happy. Wow. அவன் லாஸ்ட் பெஞ்சில் நம்மால் சொல்றான் மச்சான். So that was good. But I didn't have any such nonsense thought actually. So I started asking questions. As I said earlier, my problem is that I used to ask a lot of questions. Maybe probably that's the reason I'm here. The question gave me an answer, I don't know. So I keep asking questions. And she was terribly good that she was able to convince me in saying a lot of good answers because her parent was, I think one of her parents was a maths teacher. So still a logic applicability she used to explain. I learned it well and then I started liking maths to an extent. Okay, nalla irukku, okay, puriyudhu, something is there. Appadinu solli I used to write. After the exam came, the paper distribution வந்து எல்லாத்துக்குமே ஒரு butterflies இருந்துட்டே இருக்கும். And that's a deciding factor. 12th standard half yearly is a deciding factor. So everyone was called, say, okay, Kamala, Prakash, Suresh, Shaktivel, Gayatri, whoever it is like. So they started giving papers and only 2 papers were not given. Okay, one is mine and the girl. அது அவங்களுக்கு தெரியும் default ஒன்றும் problem இல்லை. It was mine. சொன்னோன்னே எந்திரிச்சு வசம் எனக்கு ரூல் இருந்தது இந்த எக்ஸாமில் பாஸ் பண்ணால் தான் நான் கேர்ள்ஸ் இருந்து எந்திரிச்சு வரணும்னு இல்லைனா ஐ ஹாவ் டு சிட் த நெக்ஸ்ட் 6 months along with that girl. So I said okay. Good. Okay, so I said okay, கூப்பிட்டாங்க KarthiK அப்படின்னாங்க. So I went and stood in front of her. And height of ill treatment எப்பவுமே colleges and schools என்ன அந்த பேப்பர் எடுத்து மூஞ்சில அடிக்கிறது. See, they think that that's the maximum they can do. And so okay, and நம்மளும் மரமர போய் நிப்போம் டம்முன்னு மூஞ்சில அடிச்சானு. And she threw the paper on me. I said போச்சா இந்த டைமோ இந்த பொண்ணு கூட உட்கார மாட்டேன். Then I took the paper and sat and பார்த்தேன். I was shocked. என்னடான்னு பார்த்தா I scored 70. Okay, super. So நினச்சி அப்புறம் எனக்கு திடீர்னு ஒரு டவுட் வந்தது. அது 70 மார்க் இது வரைக்கும் 6 மாசமா பாஸே பண்ணல கிளியர்ட் ஆகுது ஏன் பேப்பர் என் மூஞ்சில அடிச்சாங்க. அடுத்தது நம்ம பொண்ணை கூப்பிட்டாங்க. She scored 65. ஏன்னா நம்ம எஃபெக்ட் So that madam was terribly shocked. So then I scored somewhere around 194 or 95. So last day I met her during my 12th. Last day, okay. Generally, we have professors, a lot of things will be there. But at the end of the day, we felt okay. So she has contributed a lot to my career. I said, okay, I wish okay, all the best, do well. BE doctor, collector. நான் as usual பேசுறேன் தெரியல மேடம் என்ன போறேன்னு சொன்னா நான் நீ இப்படியே கடைசி வரைக்கும் குடி சீக்கிரம் ரோட்ல தான் நிப்பேன் அப்படினாங்க பட் தெரியாம KIOTல வந்து நிக்கிற மாதிரி ஆயிடுச்சு okay so that was story so I was pretty bad in maths that's the reason I didn't opt to go for engineering they forced me compelled me and put me into computers then I started writing programs Java Java Kolangal Oracle so all this stuff second year I have decided oh my god this is not my cup of tea so I took a decision. It's a bold decision which I have taken, and maybe that could be the reason why I'm standing in front of you. That time, the reason why I tell you this story, it's, all this fun element is different. This is the time where you can decide, boldly decide. You choose something, and then go towards it, move towards it. It will take you long places. I have decided for my second year. So, I decided second year civil engineering, so it's not the case. Once you have taken it, go ahead with that. So I said I don't want to spend my entire life in writing a coding for a machine for which I don't see any impact. So I want to deal with people where I can talk to people, interact with people, resolve people issues. So my dad said, so I said, okay, I want to do MBA in HR. So I said, I'll become a manager sometime. Okay, he said, okay. He said one final words, I still remember. Okay. நாளைக்கு நான் கேட்டதை படிக்க வைக்க முடியலையான்னு you should not come and complain. நீ என்ன கேட்டங்கறத படிக்க வைக்க முடியலையான்னு you should not come and complain. But I'll give you as much as that time I was financially weak also pretty at the time I paid 1 lakh around because I'm merit lam poradilla so we paid around 1 lakh and it's a huge money at that time 13 years back it was a huge money. So he invested okay and he sacrificed a lot of things and I took it seriously because it's my passion. Because I have chosen it to be an MBA civil engineering, HR, and I did it well. But still, gold medalist, class topper, I used to be 70, 73. But I understood what I have studied. My college days and your college days, this is the time where your energy meets opportunities and obstacles. You can make or break. Life la mela polama, keela valama, decide pandra period, this is the period. Your knowledge becomes still. I was very happy to see this in this college. You have a lot of initiatives coming from management and your departments. It's very good. I have been to a lot of colleges and I have even visited some premier institutes where people start thinking that no, they are perfectly okay. Okay, when you start thinking that you're already doing a good job, you're finished. Okay, even if you want to stand in the place where you're standing right now, you still have to walk. Where you're standing right now. Suppose we are earning, say somebody is earning 50,000 rupees per month. If you want to still continue to get that 50,000 rupees, you still have to put effort to retain that 50,000 rupees. That's the case now. Okay? So friends become more important than family. Bachelor room so that is the thing which happens. Your instinct force you to do mad things. Wheeling pandrathu, racket senju vidrathu. Okay, all these things happens, but it is always good. You become independent, boundless sharing and caring. Definitely this comes, you develop this attitude in this age. The reason why I tell you this, just because the reason everybody asks you to study, your financial status is not good or somebody else compelling you to score good marks, doesn't mean that you have to focus all 100% of your time in studying. Okay? There are a lot of things which makes you happy. So use this 4 years as memorable period which you can recollect and see after say 5 years or 10 years. If somebody asks me, okay, what is that one particular part of your life you want to get back? People always tell me I want to be a kid where you don't have any worries. I don't want to ask that. I always wanted to be a college student again. Okay? Because one thing is that I scored 41, I have to go and show that I can score centum now. Okay? So that's another reason. So this particular life you have to enjoy, definitely enjoy it. No one should stop that. I'll give you a 7-step model for a job. First thing is that you should believe. as I said, 12th story, and I'm weak in maths. So I go to Venkatesh. So he's very close follow of mine. We used to play cricket. Half a day I used to sleep at his home, and he used to come and sleep at mine. We are very close. But after 12th standard, he went on to become a mechanical engineer, and he got a seat in Anna University. Then obviously comparisons, right? But generally dads, many families, dads doesn't bother about it. They know our capability. So but mothers, terrible, right? So he went on, and but that was only one time in my whole life my mother felt bad about me. I had never been a bad child to my mother, but that was one instance she was expecting, because just like any other parents, they have huge expectations riding on you. So we think that even if you are 10% shortfall of what they are expecting, then I think they get disappointed. Anna University he went on to UAE, marriage panna, he came back and he bought 2 houses in Bhavani, and now he settled down. Okay, but I think 6 or 7 years back itself, when I joined this company, I went and recruited people from Anna University. Okay, so that day, in the last moment, I didn't tell my mother. Okay, because it's a time program cancelled. Sir, mala penjirchu, konjam adutha varam vandareengalamaanga. Okay, I don't solite. I was waiting. So it was the first time I am stepping into Anna University. The kind of reception we had now, because in Anna University, for HODs came and talked to you, principal, and all these people come and talk to you, and they say huge reception. Huge welcome. So I felt like sort of a pride. I happened to go a lot of colleges for campus interviews, but I felt when I stepped into Anna University, I felt really happy because I had that pain inside me. Start collecting the pains, right from your school. Disappoint pandra, irritate pandra, ignore pandra people. A lot of people will be there. Okay, just gather that. Okay, beautiful. I think I don't know whether I'll be able to interpret in the same way. I read an kavita. I think Tamil beautiful. உன் அவமானங்களை சேகரித்து வைத்துக்கொள், நீ வெற்றி பெறும்போது திரும்பி பார்த்து சந்தோஷப்படாத, மட்டும்தான் உன் கூட இருக்கும். Okay, so my mother was very excited. So the reason why I tell you this, if you strongly believe that you can go on to do something, you will achieve, go on to do it. Okay, at this age, I think beyond certain limits, even parents are not compelling. When I used to do அப்பா வந்து பையனை அடிக்கிறவளால இருந்தது, but now it has changed. இப்போ அப்பா வந்து தான் அவன் தள்ளி போறாரு, பையன் வந்துட்டான், ஏதோ வச்சுட்டான் அவன் ரெடி. So on the stage there, and equip yourself and be a specialist. Whatever you want to do, equip yourself. Develop networks. As somebody said, I think your vice principal said very clearly, it is the time you can develop your networks. Especially when you have an alumni association or something, when one of your senior is working somewhere in a good company, you take help from him. And பழைய ராகிங் கதெல்லாம் வச்சிருப்போம். Personal merit end of the day, you are the one who is going to get benefit out of it. So don't have such egos. Develop communication skills. That's the first thing. Okay, I think your selection is purely, people may claim it as like attitude or technical skills or anything else, but it is the way you represent yourself and present yourself in front of the HR for that 15 minutes or 20 minutes of interview is going to, I always say that that's a drama. It happens, wherever we go, we ask the same question. Tell me about yourself. Sir, my name is Kamala and my father is doing agriculture. Second line, sir, my father is again agriculture and we used to go. We know that. We know your capabilities. In the level, we know it. But if you have done that with commitment, if we know that you have prepared really well. There are a few kids who used to say like, sir, my hobby is cooking and I used to watch TV. These are cliches which you used to hear. If you interview 100 people, I think 80 people will be doing the same thing. So if you are smart, you will answer different. Sir, mountaineering I used to do. And now a hobby, short film making and photography. Danush camera to photo shoot photographer. So it's good, like if you have real interest and if you can do it, that's fine. But it doesn't mean that you can skip your career in a different direction, move your career in a different direction. Keep applying. The only success factor which will make you get a job is you should have the list of companies where you want to apply. Keep on applying. Because I used to get almost like 80 to 90 mails every day from freshers. Believe me, 80 to 90 mails only from freshers. Keep applying. But over a period of time, I used to remember a few names which comes to my mind frequently. The way they write the mails, the formatting, and the kind of way they have presented their CV, it stuck to my mind. So when comes an opportunity where I want just one fresher for replacing somebody else, I'll go and search that. Even though I have one CV which is readily available at the top, I used to always search for that mail. Because that person has taken the effort and commitment to reapply. I want to give merit to that particular person for that interest. Okay? இதுல சில காமெடியானதெல்லாம் இருக்கும். So we used to post for civil engineer, nurse apply பண்ணி வச்சிருப்பாங்க. அது வாட் என்ன நம்ம நௌக்கரியில போய்ட்டு என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னா select all apply. என்ன ரெலவன்ஸ் எதுவுமே கிடையாது. So you apply to the relevant, grab opportunities. Whenever you get an opportunity, when you are doing your third year or fourth year, when you get a campus interview or if you get a company, don't think that always William and L&T will come and hire you. That's the first important thing you wanted to learn. That I'm coming to you. Dream big. I think Abdul Kalam, we have to give a good salutation because this man deserves. Because when I went for an interview, I still remember somebody asking me, who is your role model? Okay, I said, no, I don't take anybody as a role model. Then my boss was literally horrified because I was expecting some answers, right? They want us to say something like Ambani or Indra Nooyi or somebody else. I said no. He asked me why. Because if you take somebody as a role model, you literally copy them. Correct? You want to follow the footsteps of exactly somebody who is good at, example, engineering, Sridharan is there. If you want to be exactly like Sridharan, maybe you will end up in Konkan Railways again, for nobody else. But one person who I personally idolize is this man. And he is the one who has given the world's best definition for a dream. Okay? And the way he said this, like, I think that definition, I think you know it, right? Kanavu என்பது தூங்க விடாமல் இருப்பது தான் கனவு. So dream. If you start dreaming and start trusting something, believing on something, your dream transforms into thoughts and thoughts results into actions. Definitely it will happen. இது எல்லாத்துக்குமே பொருந்தும். நம்ம பண்ணுவோம் இல்லையா, ஹிப்னாட்டிசம் லாஸ்ட் பெஞ்சில் உட்காந்து அந்த பொண்ணு திரும்பிடு அது கொசு கட்சி திரும்பி இருக்கும். சொன்னலடா திரும்பி பார்க்கணும் சொன்னல. That used to happen. Okay? Never settle down for better, always try for best. இப்போ என்ன இருக்கீங்களோ இந்த லெவல் என்ன இருக்கீங்களோ, never settle down for that, always go for the best. You are a unique piece which is created in the whole world. Don't get into common life cycle. இது நம்ம ஊர்ல ஒரு ஃப்ரேம்வொர்க்கே பண்ணிட்டாங்க. Especially நம்ம ஊர் சைடுல கோயம்புத்தூர், ஈரோடு, சேலம் சைடுல they have given a clear model. Okay, clear model how somebody has to live a life, especially students. 10th la maadu mari padi. Okay, get a nice 11th 12th what do you call it, specialization, biology, maths, how do you call it, group. I have group. நல்ல group எடுங்க சொல்லுவாங்க. இந்த 2 வருஷம் ஒழுங்கா படிச்சிருக்கேன்னா எப்படியாவது நல்ல காலேஜ்ல சீட் வாங்கினா கலக்கிடுவா அப்படிமா. நம்ம அது முக்கிய படிச்சு கடைசியா வந்து ஹெல் கெட்ட சீட் நல்ல காலேஜ்ல கிடைச்சிருக்கும். 4 வருஷம் எப்படியா கஷ்டப்பட்டு கேம்பஸ்ல போயிடுறா, லைஃபே எங்கேயோ போக போகுது அப்படின்னு. ஸோ இவரு வந்து சரி அப்பா அம்மா சொல்லிட்டாங்க, பேரண்ட்ஸ்ல சொல்லிட்டாங்க, உளுந்து படிச்சு மறுபடியும் கேம்பஸ்ல பிளேஸ் ஆகிடாரு. பிளேஸ் ஆகணும்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சொல்லுவாங்க எப்படியாவது ஃபாரின் போயிட்டு வந்துடுறா அப்படிமா. ஏன் கந்தசாமி பொண்ணு வெயிட்டிங்கா, ஏன்ப்பா அந்த பொண்ணு இருக்குன்னு மேட்ச் ஆகும்ல, நம்மளது ஒரு 10 ஏக்கர் அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு 10 ஏக்கர், அவங்களுக்கு 12 ஏக்கர் இருக்கணும். ஸோ தட்ஸ் அ கிரைட்டீரியா. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி அப்புறம் தென் அது முடிச்சதுக்கப்புறம் சொல்லுவாங்க நல்ல பொண்ணு கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்கிட்டா. அப்புறம் நம்மள இன்னொரு கிரைட்டீரியா, கல்யாணம்னு சார் ஒரே ஒரு சிங்கம் மாதிரி ஒரு பையனை பெற்று கொடுறா. ஏன்ப்பா பொண்ணு இருந்தா பிரச்சனை, பையன் தான் அப்புறம் பொண்ணு வச்சுக்கலாம். சரி ஓகே, அது பிறந்தது. அப்புறம் அதையே திருப்பி சொல்லுவான் அந்த குழந்தைகிட்ட, கண்ணா நீ 10th வரைக்கும் நல்லா படுறா. அவன் சொல்லுவான், எவ்வளவு நாளைக்கா இந்த கதையை படத்தையே ஓட்டுவீங்க. Meet corporate expectations. As I said earlier, we as a company have got a lot of expectations. But if you look at the entire list which I have shared, entire list, out of the say 3, 3, 6, 9, of the 9 what I have listed, look at the last one. Basic subject knowledge. I have put that as a last, as a company, because all all the rest. 8 depends on who you are, what kind of person you are, attitude, trainability, pride on what you do. Because that I always ask. Suppose if you happen to attend an interview with me, I am leaking out one question. Okay, the first question which I am going to ask is, why have you chosen civil engineering? What is it you feel pride about doing this? That's the first question. Okay, if you are able to convince me with a good answer, okay, I'll pick you, definitely. எந்த வேலை பண்ணாலும் சந்தோஷமா பண்ணணும், அது பிடிச்சு பண்ணணும். சஞ்சய் ராமசாமி சொன்ன மாதிரி கஷ்டப்பட்டு வேலை செய்யாம இஷ்டப்பட்டு வேலை செய்யணும். That's more important. Okay. Pride about it, commitment, social skills. நம்ம ஸ்கூல் காலேஜஸ்ல நிறைய பசங்க இந்த மாதிரி இருப்பாங்க. சொசைட்டி கூடயே மிங்கிள் பண்ண விடாமட்டு மாமா அத்தை தாத்தா பாட்டி பக்கத்துல இருக்கிற கடை பசங்க போய் கடையில பால் வாங்க கூட தெரியுது. That's a worst part. If you don't get socialized with somebody and if you don't know how to interact with somebody, external people, you are finished, my dear friends. Maximum you can work in an organization for 5 years. After that, no. If example, take your placement head, okay, if he is not able to develop relationship with people, corporate people, we don't mind about coming here, isn't it? Is it like a fate for us, like we have to come and stand and deliver a speech like this? No, because it is the person who is developing that will make wonders. This is nowhere related to my presence here, but I felt as a human being, as a person who comes over here as a guest, it is my responsibility to tell this. If you cannot control yourself, you cannot control anybody. Definite. In the age, this is one thing which you have to develop. உங்களோட emotions நீங்க control பண்ண முடியல அப்படினா futurely you cannot control anybody. That's very fact. I'll give you a little story. 2000, I think it was year 2000 when I joined my undergraduation, a New Year celebration. We all went together. Friends எல்லாமே வந்து we went together. We decided that we are going to drink. It's not that me. It's a collective decision. 7 or 8 people have decided like we want to go drink. That's the first time we are tasting. Okay, we went out for a restaurant and we ordered and everything was kept on the table. For some reasons I felt like, why should I drink? People said, let's have one big. So, I don't want to try. It's not because of the fear. It's not because of the fear. And believe me, till date I am a teetotaler. I have never touched anything. But the funniest part is that including my wife and including my family still thinks that I drink. My family still thinks, அப்பா கூட எனக்கு சொல்லுவார், கொஞ்சம் ஷைனிங்காக வந்தோம்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன் அந்த வாரத்தில், என்னடா இந்த வாரம் கொஞ்சம் ஓவரா, டேடி நிஜமாக நான் குடிச்சதில்லை டேடி. So I used to tell, இல்லை டேடினா, but still people. So this is the age you can control yourself. It is not the pride. It's good to be good. சில பேர் லாஸ்ட் பெஞ்சில் கவுண்ட் பண்ணி வாய்ஸ் கிடைக்குது, தனி நீ தம்மு கிம்மு பொண்ணு ஒன்று அப்புறம் என்ன இதுடா நீங்க ஓகே வாழ்க்கையே வேஸ்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. No, I know that it will come into your mind, people who are drinking, and we used to be 9 friends. We call it as 9-man army at that time. இப்போ நம்ம எல்லாம் வச்சுக்கோங்களா, romantic rascals, bad boys. So in my old group இருக்கிற மாதிரி, like undergraduation we used to have something called as some 9 people were there. Okay, so அதில் வந்து 8 பேர், all 8 used to drink. I still remember the day when we went there, we were drinking and I was hesitant. I said like, no, I'm not interested. நம்ம சைட் டிஷ் பார்ட்டின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், சில்லி சிக்கன் வந்து வாயில் போட்டு போய் சாப்பிட்ற டைப். I used to say, அப்போ I still remember one of my friend, he said, டேய் அவனுக்கு பிடிக்கல நான் கம்பல் பண்ணாதீங்க. Probably if I haven't said that, என் ஃப்ரெண்ட் அன்னைக்கு வந்து அவன் பிடிக்கலன்னா கம்பல் பண்ணாதான்னு சொல்லிடலன்னா, probably I would have drunk. I don't know. 90% chances that I would have drunk. But I still remember him. I owe my life to him because it's almost like 33 years totally now. I feel pride that I haven't drunk. Okay, so cultivate that. Being a friend, you are responsible for your friends also. And interesting part, I don't know how far it is relevant to this particular context, but many of our people, college guys, lose their interest and get distracted because of one thing. Okay, attraction towards opposite sex. And recent things, whatever is happening in our state, I don't know, I don't want to get into politics, but crucifying girls, again, Ajit சொன்ன மாதிரி தான், விடுங்க சார் அவங்க முன்னாடி போட்டோம். Okay, leave girls alone, let them go. Interested இருந்தால் ப்ரொபோஸ் பண்ணுங்க, it's accepted, fine, no issues. Otherwise எல்லாம் விட்டுட்டு நீங்கள் ஒரு பெக் அடிச்சுட்டு கிளம்பிடுங்க, அவ்வளோதான். Don't torture people. Okay, it's really 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 unfair. மிஸ்ட் கால் கொடுக்கறது, ஃபோன் பண்ணி அப்பா அம்மா கிட்ட மாட்டுறது, வீட்டுக்கிட்ட, very silly. We are literate guys, we are educated people, don't do that. Okay, we are not going to achieve anything. A day will come where you will have a daughter. A day will come you will have a daughter. Or you might have a sister where somebody else doing it against your sister or your daughter. At that time you will feel like, how painful it is when something gets distracted at this age as a parent, how painful it is to take it. So, so I should have a statistics, right? I read it in a lifestyle magazine that only 16% of the college love succeed. Sir, sir, light the book of sir. 16% love success rate, again, it doesn't go on to become marriage. Okay? 16% is like, college mudichi, neenga vela vainga the 4 years varaikum, 21 if you are passing out. And the 25 varaikum vandi odudaangrade vandu is that at 16%. So which means that literally almost like hardly 1%, 2% get succeeded, will land up in marriage. And again, one more survey has to be taken, know how successful your marriage is. Okay, that's a different question. So when success rate is not even 1%, why should you attempt and waste your time on that? Evlo torture nu pasanga ungalku theriyada. 12 மணிக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ணனும், பர்த்டே நைட் 11:55 நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட் விஷ் நம்ம தான் அனுப்பணும். டைரி மில்க் சாக்லேட் வாங்கி தரணும். என்ன சார் இவ்வளவு பேசுறீங்க, வாங்கி கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க போல இருக்கு. But I'll give you a tip. Okay, I used to have that because it's a general human thing to have crush on other opposite side, right? So a college is like I had 2 crush. KarthiK இல்லையா? So I too had crush, okay? பசங்க சொல்வாங்க, நீ நடத்துறா ஜமாயிடா. I said no. Just hold on. I'm not a guy of that kind. Rather, இப்போ suppose ரெண்டு பேரும் எனக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்குன்னு வெச்சுக்கோங்க. Okay, சார் நினைக்கிறாரு கஷ்டப்பட்டு உங்களுக்கு டிக்கெட்லாம் போட்டு கூட்டி வந்தா என்ன சார் பேசிட்டு. But since it is relevant to you, because I think nobody is going to teach or talk to you about this. That's the reason I'm telling you this. And I think I have the liberty. Maybe worst case scenario, they will not call me for the second time. That's the only thing which is going to happen. So what I want to tell you is, so I thought about it because HR liya konja strategically think panni edu valki gurupudungiradha I have decided. I said in the 16% rate vechukonga 1% vecha kuda so இன்னொரு 3 years கூட ஓட போறது இல்ல. ஏன்னா girls are very clever. இப்போ பாக்கும்போது பையன் ஸ்மார்ட்டா இருக்கான், இல்ல வந்து அவன் பண்ற காமெடில ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருக்கு, they will fall. Okay, but அப்பவே கேர்ஃபுல்லா இருப்பாங்க, ப்ரொபோசல் அக்செப்ட் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. அது ஃபைனல் இயர் தேடி முடிச்சு நீங்க வேலைக்கு போனா அவங்களும் வேலைக்கு பண்ண வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். கம்பெனில ஆல்வேஸ் வில் பி கிரீனர். அங்க ஒரு பிஸ்து இருப்பான், சென்னையில இருந்து வந்திருப்பான், பாம்பேல இருந்து ஸ்மார்ட்டா டக்கின்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு ஸ்டைலா வந்தானா இட் வில் கெட் டிவியேட்டட். ஓகே, ஸோ ஐ டிசைட் ஏன்டா அப்படி கஷ்டப்பட்டுட்டு 3 வருஷம் 4 வருஷம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணணும். ஸோ ஐ செட் it is better I make the friends, best friends. It's almost like 13 years are still they are my friends and they are my family friends. But I think it is getting recorded. I haven't told my wife all this. So but anyway, it's still we are lovable couple, so no issues about it. Mine is arranged marriage. I never regret for getting married through an arranged marriage. It's the most happiest thing. Because more than my wife, it is all about the support system which I get through this family arranged marriage. எனக்கு மாமனார் இருக்கார், மாமியார் இருக்காங்க, குழந்தை இருக்காங்க, எங்க அத்தை இருக்காரு, மாமா இருக்காங்க. நம்ம லவ் பண்ணி கல்யாணம் மட்டும் வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் கொஞ்ச நாள் இருப்பாங்க, கொஞ்ச நாள் அவனுக்கு கல்யாணம் ஆகிற வரைக்கும் வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா the things will come, then you have to. But if you're good enough to handle all those things, and if you have background, go ahead. But again, I'm telling you only 60%. But interesting fact is that 64% of the college friends stay as friends. The very reason is that this is the age you don't expect anything from your friends. In the age la ungalku and independence kadekudhu. Chinna oru 12th standard school kidingra edathila irundhu you start becoming independent. So on the stage la you choose friends for no reason. Kaaraname theriyadhu enakku avanga pidichirukum. Nama friend Shaktivela enakku pidichirukku for some reasons. Okay, for no reason, because you get attracted to people for no reason. Okay, should give minimum one invention. But very glad that morning I saw few things like make a product. That's an idea which is very good. You develop the culture in the people that you want to innovate. As an engineer, you should have at least minimum one product under your belt. It might be anything. It might be the smallest of smallest invention. And today I happened to see one particular product where light is optical fiber is merged into mixed with the concrete. Excellent idea, which I have never seen. So because this is the time where you guys can think about it, okay, and give back to your juniors. எப்பவுமே ஸ்கூல் காலேஜ்லாம் நான் வந்து எக்ஸாம் முடிச்சோன்னே எல்லா ஜூனியர்ஸ் எங்களை தான் சுற்றி இருப்பாங்க. அண்ணா என்ன பண்ணீங்க, எக்ஸாம் பண்ணீங்க, சூப்பர்னா புக்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஷேர் பண்ணுவோம் இல்லையா. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் முடிச்சா அந்த புக்ஸ் வந்து யூஸ் டு கிவ் இட் டு செகண்ட் இயர் இருந்தால் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் கொடுப்போம். ஸோ எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் என்கிட்ட தான் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் வருவாங்க. பசங்க யூஜி வந்து கேட்பாங்க, பசங்க கேட்பாங்க, சார் எப்படி சார் என்ன எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் என்கிட்டயே வரீங்க. ஸோ ஒரு பையனை கூப்பிட்டு கேட்டேன், என்னடா எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் என் புக்ஸ் வாங்குறீங்க? ஆனால் உங்கள் புக்கு மட்டும் தானே பலன்னு புதுசாக இருக்கும் எக்ஸாம் முடிச்சப்போ. ஏன்னா எடுத்தே இருக்க மாட்டேன், எக்ஸாம் முன்னாள் தான் படிப்போம் நம்ம. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஹெல்ப் இல்லாமல் லைக் when you become seniors, when you go to some other new institute or when you get a job opportunity in some good companies, just try to find opportunities for your juniors. They are as good as like your brothers, okay, or sisters. Get them an opportunity. Give back to your community, give back to your native, give back to your needy people. Do you think that I don't have a job today? Do you think I don't have a job? There is hell a lot of job which is waiting for me to complete. The reason why I have traveled 400 miles, okay, overnight to come and meet you guys. My company is not paying anything for me. Neither the college is not paying anything for me. Okay, what is that which is making me to come over here and talk to you guys? Because I have come to a stage where I want to give back to you people. It's 200 people. In the full class, பெருமையான மைக்ரோ கிளாப் இதுதான். Okay, so this is what you wanted to do because we wanted to help. The 200 people, at least 2 people change because of what I have spoken. At least 2 points you have taken out of it. I am the most happiest person because I strongly believe that these 2 people can generate 20 more people. Okay, that I strongly believe. And last but not least, give back to your parents. இன்னைக்கு டேட்ல உங்களுக்கு அப்பா வந்து வில்ல மாதிரி தெரியலாம், அம்மா வந்து ராட்சசி மாதிரி தெரியலாம். ஓகே, உங்கள் ஃப்ரெண்டு ரொம்ப நல்லவராக தெரியலாம், உங்கள் கேர்ள் ஃப்ரெண்ட் ரொம்ப சூப்பரான இருக்கலாம், இல்லை ஒன்ஸ் யூ கெட் மேரிட் யுவர் wife might be the most compassionate person. Never let down your parents for any reason. Without them, you are not here. Okay? And இன்னைக்கு கூட like when I was coming here, my hometown is here. I said, அம்மா நான் இன்னைக்கு வந்து ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்கு இது மாதிரி போகிறேன், like I'm going to give a guest lecture. She said, மதிய சாப்பாடு வந்துருவியா? நான் சொன்னேன், என்னம்மா பேசுகிறேன், நான் என்ன பண்ண போகிறேன், நீ நல்லா பண்ணுறா இல்லை ஓகே பெருமையாக பையனை பற்றி நினைக்கிறேன். ஷீ இஸ் நாட் worried. She is concerned. மதிய சாப்பாட்டுக்கு அவன் வந்துருவானாங்கிறதா இஸ் அ கன்சர்ன். ஸோ தட்ஸ் த மதர். ஓகே, ஃபாதர் நிறைய தடவை அப்பாவை பற்றி நம்ம கண்டுக்கிறதே இல்லைல்ல, நான் ஒரு கொஞ்சம் எமோஷன்ஸை கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணுற டைப், they don't express. Believe me, no father's love is lesser than any mother's love. At any case. For them, it is not about who you are, what you have achieved, what is the money you are earning, what is your bank balance, what is your asset you have, what is the car you have. It is not important for your parents. It is about how you are. நல்லா இருக்கானா என் பையன், என் பொண்ணு நல்லா இருக்கானா, என் பேத்தி நல்லா இருக்கானா, பேரன் நல்லா இருக்கா, that is more important. So people who are hating your parents, all I want to tell you is no, let your parents at the last stage of your life because they are, without them you are not here and you cannot go anywhere. And one thing which I want to say and close is தோன்றலின் புகழோடு தோன்றுக அத்திலார் தோன்றலின் தோன்றாமை நன்று. Okay, thanks for this wonderful opportunity.